Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth. What a game we have in store for you today. A Big 12 showdown, and the implications could last for the rest of the season. It's the Colorado Buffaloes and the TCU Horned Frogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth might be small, but it is mighty. Seating 46,000 fans, the purple smoke, the engine horn blaring, the Frogs getting going on game day in Fort Worth. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And the Buffaloes will kick off first, and here we go. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Ready to fire from the pistol. Looking for space. It's Payne. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Looking downfield, it's Craig. Grabbed in the middle, it's Scott. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Makes the catch. It's Scott. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the tight end. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. Looking to throw again. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Horned Frogs will call on their punt team. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. Running inside. It's Young. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Throwing. Lewis. It's caught. Building momentum. Picking up a chunk of yardage. Moving the chains out to the 34.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Goes to the option. Now the pitch. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that, too. They tackle him, and they get him on the ground.
Lewis on the play action. The throw. Pulls it in. It's Welsh. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Colorado! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Frogs offense takes the field, ready to get going. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the tight end. Dropping back, it's Craig. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. And he's going to come up just a tad short. Needed to get the ball to the 35, and they'll mark it at the 34. And the Horned Frogs will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Oh, it's a phony punt. They're going to run it with the up man. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And so many times when you're studying the other team and their defense and what they're going to do, you know there's certain looks you're going to get into. And I think they saw one they liked, snapped it to the up back. He catches the football, gets north and south, gets the first down. Nice execution on the fake punt, baby.
He stopped him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
The Horned Frogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Here's the pressure. Got a man in the middle. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Craig. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it 1st down at the 39.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The keeper on the option. Power football with the run.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but I think just...
Oh, the fake. They snapped it to the up man. He's on the move. They will stop him short. Turn it over on downs. They tried to catch him napping on that fake, but turns out they were wide awake.
Man, the fake punt. The idea of the fake punt is so great. I'm going to catch you off guard, get a free 1st down. When he goes south, everybody's ticked off. Why did you do it? What a stupid play call. So if you just called it, sorry, but that's what I had to say about it.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground with the running back. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Craig. Hauls it in. Turning it on. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Well, they come up with a big one through the air, and with his speed, I'll be honest, I thought he was gone. Nice job by the defense chasing him down, getting him down right at the 1-yard line. But the offense, they saw the matchup, they attacked it, and here they are, 1st and goal.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, TCU! Extra point here will tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun.
Number 34, set to advance on the football.
He'll bring it out. It's Perry. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. The option, the keeper. Open space at the 25. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
And that's what makes this offense so dynamic. It's his running ability, and I love them going option here. He's hoping the defense is going to give him a look that forces him to keep the football. And how about his ability in the open field, generating a massive explosive play on that option run?
On the run, it's Young. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break through. Breaks into the open. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
This play works for one reason. You toss the ball quickly to the left. Receivers have to block. Once that running back gets on the perimeter, you're going nowhere if those receivers aren't committed to getting on those DBs, locking on them, running their feet. That's not their first priority. I know they're going to catch the ball more than they're going to block. Nice job blocking on that toss.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Touchdown, Horned Frog! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
He'll bring it out. It's Booth. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Comes out to go on the attack. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Quickly complete. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. The Buffaloes can really attack on this 2nd and short. A run for the quarterback. Maybe some room here. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Here's Lewis to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man. It's Moore. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Tight end now in motion. The run inside. It's Welch. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Lewis to throw. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Lewis from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the catch on 3rd down, and the rarest of drops for this guy.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions. You force 4th downs.
Punt is on its way. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Scott. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver, because now you're a big target. And on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your physicality to get the job done almost every time.
You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Send the tight end in motion. Just going to keep it after the snap. There's some room, and he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard. And
he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. To the air, it's Craig. Working that wide receiver screen. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime. And
the Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Payne. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. Off play action. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Makes the grab. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
That last connection left him a little short of the first down, but in perfect spot to attack on 2nd and short. Now on the counter. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Maybe didn't like that play call on 3rd and 2. Instead, they'll call a timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Dropping back, it's Craig. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he dropped the football. He had it right in the middle of the field and just ran before he finished the catch. It'll be 4th down.
And that's just a catch you got to make, right? It's 3rd down. You got an opportunity to make a play in the middle of the field. Butterfingers.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And this one is anything but routine. A 48-yard attempt from the right hash. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Lewis. It's complete to the left. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Motion from the wideout. Lewis wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And as I saw that screen start to develop, I thought, big play coming. I just didn't realize it would be for the defense.
Yeah, they got in there quick, and the quarterback's supposed to see that, right? He's supposed to let him come upfield, buy a little bit of time, but then he's got to get rid of it, get it to his playmaker. The offense did not do their end of the bargain. Quarterback got sacked.
Third down from the gun, Lewis. Finds his back in the middle. The stiff arm gets him loose. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Throwing, Lewis. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He's got it. And a sweet catch and a nice gain gets it down to the 30-yard line. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field.
And as a quarterback, you know when you're throwing a corner route, the football is going to travel a long distance, so you've got to have great timing. You've got to get the ball out of your hands before the receivers come out of his break. You've also got to put a lot of air under the pass so the wide receiver can locate it. You can tell this quarterback has thrown a ton of these routes in practice.
So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. Coming out with it, it's Booth. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. Now this offense will take the field again. Looking for room. It's Payne. Shows him the stiff. It's a fumble. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
Man, you talk about a helpless feeling. When you're the guy who fumbled and you're watching that thing roll towards the sidelines, you're like, please get out of bounds, and it does. Tell you what, the offense has the lead. That was a big-time play for that thing to get out of bounds and not cost them a turnover.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Wide receiver comes in motion. He's got it again. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Plows through the defense. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Wide receiver going in motion. Scanning the field, it's Craig. Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. And he was able to break one tackle, Jesse, and almost got away from another.
Man, this secondary, this defense, they better pack a lunch. When this guy has the football, you've got to get bodies to him. And you've got to wrap up those legs and hold on tight. This dude's hard to tackle.
They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got an open man. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Might have a chance. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the 2nd half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
And he made the extra point without problem. Fielded in the end zone. It's Booth. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. But I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Can't make the catch. It's incomplete, and that drop might have cost him a big play on 1st down.
Man, those are really frustrating because it's easy pitch and catch. You know, my quarterback just has to drift a little bit, and that running back has to kind of find a window where he's open, and he gets open a little bit, maybe a chance to make a big play after the catch, but just doesn't concentrate and bring the football in.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Play fake, Lewis. Here's the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a 1st down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Motion from the wide receiver. The offense changing the play. Rides the option, he keeps it. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Here's Lewis to throw. Looking to the big tight end. That's reeled in. It's Atkins. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally, two guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
And the Buffaloes will hustle to the line.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Complete downfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half, this is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football. But that's a great start to this second half.
Play action with Lewis. Wide open downfield. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Let's it go to the end zone. Into the house. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And he added the extra point.
46. Set to kick this one away.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. That lead is now 10, down to a 2-possession game, and it's on this offense to try to stretch it back out. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great job of contained by this defense, and in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic, and that's exactly what happened.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll take a deep shot here. Goes high to pull it in. Oh, he found a space on the right. Touchdown, Horned Frog. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Fielded in the end zone, it's Booth. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
He stopped just short of the 25 at the 24-yard line, but it will be a first down.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field, ready to get going. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They feed him again. Maybe a crease. Touchdown, TCU! And the route is on.
And it started with their offense. They put him in a bind, man. They're already trailing, needed a good possession here in this third quarter to cut into the lead. What do? They turn the football over, short side of the field. Their defense doesn't hold, and this game is getting out of hand.
And he puts through the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Perry. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Lewis. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. But that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time, that's what forced the incomplete.
Gain of 2 on the play sets up 3rd and 8.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. So you really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure.
They fake it again. Pretty soon you keep faking it. It's not really a fake. And he's not going to get there. The tackle, and he stopped short as they snuff out the fake. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Run in the red zone, it's Payne. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Pure domination all game long for this offense, whether they've been running the football